Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 15, and this video is for Steve and Noi. I've done videos on the other couples. There'll be a link here above my head, and you can watch the other videos, including the after party, but this video is for Steve and Noi. Well, if Noi didn't have enough to already be jealous about Steve, she got a whole lot more. She's jealous of Steve now. Like I told you, Noi is envious of Steve's life. Not only does Noi have to be envious of Steve's current life, where he gets to lay in the bed with sushi, now she got to be envious of Steve's childhood and his past life. You see, Steve had the childhood and the current life that Noi wished she had. And you know what? This idea that Noi never grew up being able to express her feelings and her emotions explains it all, because she don't even know what she's feeling. And I'm gonna tell you, Noi, what it is. It ain't fear, it's envy. Steve had the intact family, a father, a loving mother, a mother that knows the lyrics to your rap song when you was a young kid. That tells you that mother was involved. He had the cush life, the stable life that Noi wished she had. Come to find out, Noi thinks she's the creative one, and she knows how to dance with her little noisy, colorful wigs. Come to find out that Steve got her beat in that category too. Steve was actually labeled best dancer in high school. Steve had a rap song that was a hit in his town. Steve is the creative one. Steve has a CD that was put out when he was young, a hit charting record in his own neighborhood. Steve is a rapper. He walking here with his earrings in his ear, his tattoo on his chest. Noi wished she was as interesting as Steve. Noi wished she had the childhood of Steve. Noi wished she had even the life that Steve lives now. Noi is envious of Steve. Noi wished she was everything that Steve is. Noi wished she could communicate like Steve. All this inner turmoil that Noi talks about, how she wasn't able to express her emotions and everything, it is causing a problem. And that, along with the envy of Steve, is what's causing her real problems. And this is why I told Steve, do not bow down. Do not diminish your life in order for Noi to feel comfortable, because that's what Noi wants Steve to do. You see, Noi can't keep up with Steve. You know, she can't compete with Steve. So what she wants Steve to do is to tamper down his life, bring it down so it's more on a level where she is. And actually, no, what Noi needs to do is elevate. She needs to raise her life to the level of Steve's, not Steve diminish his life. Noi is absolutely uncomfortable. But it's not because of fear. It's not because of her fear that she's going to be broke and they're not going to have no money. Because she can clearly see that Steve don't come from no broke family, and he don't come from no poverty mindset. And there is no fear that they're going to be broke and poor. I just hope Noi kind of taps into what really is going on, and that what it really is envy. And she can express and says she wished she had the childhood Steve has. She wished she had the life that Steve has. If maybe she's able to communicate openly, they can solve some of their problems. But she's so busy masking what her real emotions are and all this other stuff and anger, they can't solve the problems. But that's emotional immaturity that Noi has. And hopefully Steve can help her work through that, because he's highly intelligent and he understands his emotions. And you know what, when you look back and you look at Noi talking about how she thought she was more superior with Steve in the emotion category. Remember back when she was telling Steve, you need to learn how to say I love you sooner and all this other kind of stuff. We find out that Noi is just like Jasmina. On the outside, they're the perfect picture. But when you start pulling the lid off that box, you found that on the inside, they got a whole lot of issues that's bigger than what they've been showing. We'll see what happens to these two, but I think Steve really loves Noi, and I think he's going to work with her through these issues. And Noi would be a fool to say no on decision day. So I see these two still saying yes. That's it, y'all. Please watch my other videos, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.